What you want to be is the trailblazer.
And that takes you where exactly?
To the Yukon.
It was 4,650 miles. 6 weeks non-stop.
Dawson City, where naivety comes to die.
First name's Jack, last name's London, and I recommend you putting that away in your memory.
Folks around here, they're hungry for gold.
1,000 years ago, there's a landslide pulling gold out of the hillside, waiting for a couple of half-asses like us. We're just guessing. We're all just guessing. Yeah?
Who'd do it?
Who wouldn't?
Where it is, Mounties are on their way.
I've heard the local tribe up here think the land is theirs.
I spend my time thinking about more lucrative things, like my hotel, the Fairview.
Forgive me, Father, for sin.
When did you commit these acts?
Well, I haven't yet. You got a day to vacate.
We didn't kill your friend.
That's not good enough. I am not leaving Dawson until my friend gets justice. The Klondike in October. Two things are going south right now. The weather, and people smart enough to get out before winter comes. Some, like my friend, never got the chance. Death has come to the Klondike, seeking like the rest of us. While we search out gold and abstractions like justice, Death only seeks more. His instruments are many. The land, the animals, the people, and that most violent and irrepressible of forces, to which man, especially in the Klondike, has no defense. Disease.
Yes, dollars! $50! Any man wants to give up on his horrible toil, get his claim off his back, I'm offering $50.
Wouldn't pay for the equipment, Soap, you low-grade son of a bitch.
God's own truth. But it's better than being dead now, ain't it? But take a look yonder, what do you see?
Nothing. Same as any other day.
Nope. What you don't see is what's slowly creeping up the creeks. Nervous fever. Kill you like 100 men they already put in the ground in Dawson.
I'll take my chances.
I did mention the Klondike too, didn't I? I guess you just gotta ask yourself which is greater. Chance of you hitting a pay streak in one of these prospect holes, or the chance the nervous fever gets you. Or the Klondike gets you.
You?
Yep, me. Oh, I know that look. Shameless opportunist, right?
That might look at your conscience.
Oh, I see the whole different way. I'm saving lives. What do you say? $50.
Wouldn't get me 100 miles. Which out here's just another part of nowhere.
Au contraire. Get you out the radius of the fever and the Klondike. I'm offering you nothing short than a ticket to life. How about you step back, huh? Put a few paces between us, friend.
Why don't you step back?
so I don't get any of you on me.
No way to talk to a man trying to liberate you. You're fine by me. It's gonna be cheaper for me when y'all die. You do have a fine day, though.
Don't pay him any mind, Meek.
It's not so much him I'm worried about.
You gotta get that looked at.
It's just my lungs ain't agreeing with me.
If that's typhus you're carrying, they gotta get to it fast. Before it gets into your head. As soon as your brain stops agreeing with you, you're done.
I'll hitch a ride into town with Gornerstein tomorrow.
St. Louis invoked against disease of the throat, protect them. St. Acacius invoked against headache, protect them. St. Christopher invoked against storm and plague.
Enough.
What are you doing?
Moving them out.
Where?
Street.
They'll all die out there.
We're gonna die anyway, right? And until they're dead, I can't have them on my land.
Your land?
Yeah, cheapest plot in town, believe it or not.
What in God's name are you going to do with a mortuary? There's no hospital here. These people have nowhere to go.
Well, God will protect them, right?
Why are you so callous?
Prudent. I'm being prudent, I'm not being callous. I can't have infectious disease on my property.
Well, then I'll take them to my church.
Oh. You really think your Lord's going to protect you?
You think he's going to save you from this nasty disease?
I'm already saved. You're the dead man. And not just in this life.
Well, I do wonder about that, Father.
This foundation is going.
Soil's wet, but not that wet. Shouldn't be given like this.
Tell that to the hillside. I'm gonna do some reckoning. And by my reckoning, we need more wood in a bad way.
World feeds off of itself up here, doesn't it? Man dies, birds get his flesh, poachers get his boots, someone gets his claim, and I get his story.
Got that thinking look in your face.
I was thinking about whoever it was that turned tents into a city on a chunk of what's effectively a typhus-ridden swamp.
Miss Maloney, we gotta talk.
Inside.
Without more wood, that bench is gonna give. And that's 8 weeks of digging gone south. I'm up against a vein. I know it.
Miners are always up against a vein. If a tenth of them were right, we'd be paving a road back to the States in gold dust.
This claim is different. That superstructure falls in itself. I don't know if I got the ability to wait out till spring to start building again.
By ability, you mean money.
If you stake me 2 cords for fuel, 30 poles to shore up the build...
He wants credit. I ain't in the business of charity.
You got a stake in that claim, too?
That bothers you, doesn't it? It makes you wonder whether I had something to do with Epstein's death. In terms of my stake in that claim, I have no interest in mining, as I've always maintained. What I have is an investment in Joe Mekor.
Why is that?
He's a cousin. He's a walking, talking, 2-legged Labrador. Don't need much more than a bone to keep him happy. If that bone is a half a stake in a claim, I ain't averse to keeping Joe Mekor happy.
What if I put up my half?
2 halves of nothing. That's just what I need.
A lot of speculation about this claim. And even if you don't believe in it, it'll sell for something in the open market. For more than the price of the wood I'm asking.
You're either stupid or you got way too much faith.
Hold it. For a week. That's all it's gonna take for me to get to that vein.
But after a week, if you don't pay back the loan, I will sell it. Capital does me no good tied up there in the claims. It has to be down here in Dawson.
These properties are all too nice. See, I don't want nice. What I'm looking for is shit. Shit that you can polish up and then make nice. That's real estate, understand?
Word with you. I heard you threatened the priest. There will not be any murder in this town, do you understand?
Well, you and I both know there's going to be murder. This is the wilds.
A lot's going to slip through the cracks for us as a law enforcement unit. We got 10 men to police 200 square miles of claims. We had to pick our priorities, what to protect. That starts with the church.
You're Catholic, are you?
It's another institution that can help civilize this town. You stay away from it. Faster than you know what hit you, I'll put a cage around you.
I might not have to kill him myself. Superintendent, God might do it for me.
You shoot my friend? Why?
You're not going to get an answer out of him. But you can take solace in the fact that one way or another, he'll see justice.
Problematic word.
How so?
Justice for us is hanging a killer. Justice for them's maybe fighting off people taking their land. All we get's a couple of dead men. Who's the wiser?
That's a pretty even-keeled response. I think you'd be seeing red.
Oh, I'm seeing plenty. Just not sure if it's here.
He wants to know if you want some. He says he prefers it to the white man's water.
Must have been a hell of a shot with a dead trigger finger like that. Ain't exactly made for marksmanship, is it?
One way or another, we'll find out the truth.
Guy buys a mortuary and now he's looking to add to it? Up there? Who buys a cemetery?
I don't think he bought a cemetery. I think he bought dirt. People buying dirt next to Mother Dirt.
He's making offers. Talking about putting up saloons, a hotel.
Let him. Location's location, and that up there, that ain't location.
But it is dry. Look around. People are tired of living in the mud. He's figuring a city built last.
What are you getting at?
Front Street isn't exactly a model of sanitation now, is it? That's why he's buying up there.
You think he's planning on making a new downtown?
It's exactly what I'd do. Find out who he's talking to. I want to talk to them first. Tell him I'll pay more than the Count.
Count pays cash 100%. You've taken too many notes from minors, too many IOUs.
Bill's ready to go up to 152. Bill Haskell claim. Should we send him up or wait on the roads?
We'll send him up.
You want to compete with a Count? You've got to sell that claim. Which means whatever you do, I would not bring him. That would.
That enough whore for you, Count?
No, not quite. But I think we're getting there.
I'm just kind of curious. How much is enough whore for you in a woman? A little bit ain't enough, is it?
You want more. All of you. You want more of the whore? We will do whatever you want. Let you do whatever you want to her. Enough. The lady's done for the night.
Yeah, I think you'd know not to interrupt a man who spent money on a hooker.
You've been outbid, asshole. Showed him. You didn't show him a goddamn thing. Standing out there buck naked in the rain with money in your hand. He's right. You're a goddamn whore. Now you give me that. Don't you look a gift horse in the mouth. I just saved you. Who said I need any saving? You shitting me, woman? We all do what we do. Now I need that money. Please. I'll do whatever you want. Inside my coat, there's a pocket. You reach in there. You pull out that compact. You open it up. Look. See what you are. You go to hell, bitch. You righteous, rich bitch. Money. That's what men have over you. And once they don't, they ain't got no sway. And you get to keep your integrity. And that is worth a whole lot more than all the gold in this goddamn frozen shit box. I'm sorry. You don't say sorry to me. You say sorry to yourself. God may be a fairy tale, but the fear of God ain't. You put that in her. You understand?
You look vaguely surprised. It's a long way for the Deputy Minister of the Interior to come, that's all.
We do tend to hibernate in Ottawa at the first sign of winter. The Dawson problem is apparently too pressing to let wait till spring, at least according to my superiors.
Dawson problem?
As you know, the government is encouraging companies to come up here, develop the Yukon. But said companies are a little uneasy. Word's gotten back, justified or not, that the natives are restless. You want to scare a white man in a corporate boardroom? Tell him he's investing in a land full of angry brown people. Ah, thank you. So, obviously, they need to be reassured that there is the rule of law in the Yukon. If they're killers, they need to die.
Granted, but I'm not yet 100% certain that they're the ones.
Then get 100% certain.
Good news. The tailor said he'd talk to you about the property. I know you don't want the Count to get it, but don't offer the man cash for that land. You don't have it.
Commander Maroney.
Come in.
I appreciate seeing me, sir.
Mr. MacDonald and I were just finishing up.
It's not signed yet. What if I offered you more?
Count's paying me a nice number. 200.
300.
400?
5.
You know, you should really walk away. You've pressed me twice already. I'm liable to come unhinged.
6.
$2,000.
You spend money like that, I won't have to worry about you. You'll be broke.
Mr. MacDonald, if you please.
Nobody pays 2,000. Only an idiot does.
And you're right. Nothing. It's a far better price. Now, I need to know that I'm done with you. Tell me that I'm done with you. Oh, yeah, I'm done with you. Good girl.
We're going for a walk.
Hit the bottle, please. Yay! Yay!
Trying to fool me, plain lame, aren't you? Let's put some real stakes into it, hmm?
Now make the shot. Make the shot like you did that night or he dies. Make the shot!
It's all right.
Ain't enough to share. I never killed no man, but you don't get wide of that wood. I may have to start.
Don't make it about that.
You're gonna have to split me in two to stop me.
Haskell's asking for the wood.
In this weather? Halfwit's got way too much faith in fellow men, thinking I'm just gonna saddle up and ride out into that. Deliver him wood that he wants on credit. I ain't doing it. I got too much else on my mind.
There's plenty of men have died in the Yukon on account of the wrong kind of courage. It'd be a shame, though. He's a good one.
Don't you put that on me.
I don't put nothing on nobody. I just talk.
How much firewood does he have?
Not enough.
That's my husband. What happened? What happened?
He's still with us, don't worry.
You all right? Get in the house.
Light, you son of a bitch.
If I were more of a religious man, I'd say you were an angel.
Been called a lot of things, but never that. What are you doing?
Giving somebody something they need. This ought to burn right.
The man tried to take an axe to you and you still gave him wood?
It wasn't him swinging it. Something inside him. Something the weather put there he'd rather not have seen.
idiot, stupid woman. Thinking I'd get back before it went 100% to shit.
Wish I could offer you something.
Hot bath would be nice, dry bed.
Like I said, wish I could offer you something.
Remind me never do anyone a favor. Dig someone out of a hole. Is end up putting dirt in your own grave.
We drink it when we want to knock the sharp edges off the world. It's gonna be one of those kind of nights, full of sharp edges.
Too damn smart to be digging around in the dirt.
You know, you keep talking to someone like a neophyte. You're liable to alienate them.
All the better. Then they don't get the wrong idea about things.
And you got, what? One more season than I do up here.
One season is all it takes to undo 5,000 years of civilization. God damn us, the species regressed.
Nah. We come a ways.
What do I do, Father? I'm stuck up here, and I swear sometimes it's hell on earth.
Well, between you and me, hell's bullshit. No fiery brimstone cave under our feet, no devil. I mean, if hell's real, it's right here. It's when we start believing that fear is something different than what it is. It's just a feeling, that's all it is. Bones buzzing, blood pumping. And when you see that, you're through the looking glass. Can't steer you no more. So, if there are only two things in this world, love and fear, what are you gonna choose?
Love. But I ain't seeing it.
But you do see the fear, don't you? Why people are doing the things they're doing is because they're scared. And when you see a person like that, and they're afraid, you see the little kid in them. You see the scared thing inside of them, and you can't help but love them.
Father. What am I gonna do?
Well, you're gonna learn how to love.
You're different, Haskell. What makes you so different?
Try to bathe at least once a week.
Well, it ain't doing you any favors. You got some white in your mouth. Teeth of your civilization. It's the first thing that goes, hygiene.
Civilization ain't gone up here. Not if you don't want it to go.
Oh, it ain't what you want. It's what nature wants. And she'll pull the animal right out of you, even if you don't know it's in there.
Nature can't take what you don't want it to.
Goddamn, civilization ain't a beautiful thing. If you say a word of this to anyone, I'll deny it. One hangover. I'm used to 2 hangovers. Whole nother thing.
2?
A lot of intoxication in the air last night, more ways than one. It'll wear off. Always does. I'm too far gone, Haskell. Too many closed up places in me need to be open for something like this to work. Woman needs to be like that up here. Keep that civilization burning bright, won't you?
You do the same.
It's being beat out of me. I think I made that clear with all that pontificating last night.
And yet that wood's here. It don't show up last night. I'm out here in the mud dead, and I think you knew that. So don't talk to me about civilization. Maybe that's the biggest curse of the Klondike. How it saps your ability to trust. You never know what's in a person's heart, what they really want from you. They just as soon kill you as love you. Because you kill someone, and they're never a threat to you again. You love them, they can take everything from you. Your gold, your land, your soul.
Supposed to be on the straight and narrow.
Well, she is, believe it or not. She's just celebrating.
Celebrating what?
Well, if I'm not mistaken, she's in love with the divine holy light.
There you are. I just need a few signatures. Liquidation papers for the Bill Haskell claim.
Who's that by?
We talked about this. You want hard cash to compete with this man, and this is the way to do it.
Ms. Mulrooney, I trust you're here to consummate the deal? I'm not consummating that way, but you do get my point.
You shut up, Soap. Don't you make this any dirtier than it already is.
The good news is, I've got walking pneumonia.
Not a lot of people qualify that as good news.
It is if it means I don't got typhus.
Well, now, congratulations. And you'll be elated to know I figured out why the site's been filling in on itself. It's flowing to the surface. And placer, as soft as clouds. Meaning, if there's science to any of this, that is an optimum gold-bearing soil.
You might want to hold off on that. I started with the good news.
Is it true? You sell up that claim from beneath me?
Told you there ain't no civilization in me. Sold your note to Soapy. He's not gonna give you the week I was to pay back the loan. He's gonna foreclose tomorrow.
I thought we had an understanding.
I'm formally requesting a judge be sent so a proper case can proceed. Because if you want justice up here, then you're going to need a justice.
You don't want to do this.
You tell me what I want to do.
Tell you what I'm going to do right now is save you.
That's going to the telegraph office. I'll have them type another.
Now you listen to me, friend. There's a reason you came here. I know what it is. I know exactly who you are. 20-year veteran that's never risen above constable. A wholly uninspired candidate incapable of original thought. Year in and year out, you get passed over. So you come up here, take the job that no one else will. Your one last shot to be someone. A superintendent. And suddenly you get that original thought. At exactly the wrong time. Were this to get through, I would simply countermand it. You would be relieved of duty, and I would have more public relations complications when I want less. I'm giving you a chance to reconsider. What's happening here is going to happen, whether you retype this or not.
You're a son of a bitch.
Yes, I am. A son of a bitch who's saving you from yourself. So, what do you say, Superintendent? Let me save you?
Puts a shovel in the ground that many times, God is bound to reward him. He's just got to. We'll find another claim.
No, this was it, Meek. Our one shot.
Don't give me that look. I gave you a chance. You could have cashed in.
Save it, Leech.
I'd rather be a leech than an idiot, friend. A leech's never hungry. Idiot. Well, go find yourself lunch. Someplace else besides my claim.
Meek! We're still in it, Meek! It ain't over yet! We're still in it! Come on!
Hey! What the hell are you doing? This is my claim now.
No, it ain't. I got a contract.
Yeah, well, in case you can't see, I'm holding that contract now. And since you can't pay the balance due this very day, I am ordering you to vacate. You do not have the funds.
That's where you're wrong, Soapy. We are fully funded. Go on, get!
Death is here. The sky will darken soon, like a coffin lid closing, and we will be alone with death. God isn't fooled by our shelters or by the rags covering our bodies. He knows. We're no different than the coyotes. We are predators. Creatures of fortune and circumstance, that's all. God, though, there's no end to him. He is the storm. He is the mudslide. He is the typhus-ridden mosquito. He is gold, and he is our greed for gold. He chooses who to kill, like an infant smashing sticks. I come here to tell you that I feel his grace. I feel him pulling me to him. I can feel it coming. Storm.
What storm?
I will kill.
Have you killed before?
Yes.
Whom have you killed?
A wandering Jew. A young man with the sap still rising in him.
And you will kill again? Whatever burns inside you, man always has a choice, always a choice.
Not when it's God's own gravity pulling you. Like the rain out of the sky, it just happens, an inevitability. That's my confession.
Attention! Attention, all you dirty pricks! This boat leaves in 2 days, and there won't be another one until next spring. And only the hell
Careful with the piano, please.
You have a sniffle, a speck of a sniffle, cough, rash, scratch in your throat, forget it. If you're dying, planning to die, hoping not to die, this ain't your ship. You will not be coming aboard. Understand?
That is a life and death drama.
Most of these people don't have supplies to last through the winter. They'll die if they stay here.
Make this a business opportunity, don't it?
I get 10 tickets to the highest bidder. Now, we all know how this works, and we're doing it in an orderly way, right? Somebody says a number, then somebody says a higher number. We'll give you 40. Here's $40. This is your one and only opportunity to get out of here before the winter sets in and y'all start to freeze your asses off. Now, y'all know about the typhus. This
Dog.
is 40. I hear 40, right? This gentleman right here is $40.
Dog.
Get out of here. Who's going to give me more? Think about it. This is your lives you're talking about. I hear 45. 45. This
We're in a tavern up north, and there is this big Indian there. Klondike, I think. And he's had a few, but he's not drunk. We decide we're gonna have a little fun with him. Now, the man is standing with his back to a mirror, see? And we tell him if you turn your head really fast toward the mirror, you can see the back of your head. Well, this savage, he just stares at us, doesn't say anything. Indian doesn't understand English, we think. Then we see him when he thinks nobody's looking. And he's whipping his head around like this. He does it every 3 seconds or so. Almost saw it.
Could I have a word with you a moment, sir?
How may I help you, Father?
Well, the prisoners you're about to hang are innocent.
And you say that why?
Because I've spoken to the murderer. He's a white man.
What's his name?
I don't know his name or his face. He's in the darkness of the confessional.
And the bond of the confessional prevents you from saying more, no doubt.
Yes, sir. I mean, if I did know more, I wouldn't say, but I don't know more.
Ah, Catholic. Evidence. Boys, remind me never to confess to a priest. He'll blab it all over town.
I've known men like you. Strong with others, weak alone. I said what I came to say. Now you do with it what you will.
Hey, priest. You know, if you turn around really fast, you can see the back of your head?
Wait. Man who confessed. You're sure it was the killing of Byron Epstein he was talking about?
It's amazing to me how you can all have a chuckle when innocent men are likely to die.
You don't understand how it is. There's a lot more going on.
I can't think of anything that would trump the death of innocent men.
You'd be the last person I would think to get in a soapbox.
Why? Because I'm a whore? There's only one whore standing out here, Superintendent. And it isn't me.
Think this gold we're pulling out is just the tail of the beast. The beast itself lies below. We just gotta dig deeper.
The beast.
Let's go. We'll burn in daylight.
The beast.
Where's Mikor?
He's over there. Arms broke up, but he's over there.
Beast got us.
His arm's busted up. We're taking him to Dawson.
Did you get a look at the assailant?
Gotta be the same one that killed Epstein. They want the mine.
That's the problem with property rights in this territory. If a claim owner dies, his next of kin has 1 week to take possession.
No one can get here in a week. Unless they're already here.
No relation shows up. The claim's up for grabs. If both you and Mr. Meeker had died, that mine would be a free-for-all.
You're incentivizing killers, Superintendent.
I did not write the law.
You're keeping something back.
The murderer, he's been talking. He as much as admitted the killing to someone.
Who?
I have nothing further to say that this gentleman hasn't already heard.
But you saw him.
Heard him.
Must have seen something.
I am bound by God not to divulge in what I've seen and heard in that space.
Was it a minor?
Well, it wasn't a Tlingit. This is what he wants, you know. For you to become just like him.
I'm sorry for my behavior this morning. It was weak of me.
I accept your apology.
You were right what you said. Guess maybe you saw it in my face.
It's what we whores do. We read men.
Don't say that.
Why do you feel you have to prove anything to me, Superintendent?
I don't know.
You in the wood business now?
You look awful. It's not catching, is it?
It's time we had a conversation. You've been bad ever since I've known you, but things have taken a turn for the worse.
Well, you can put a stop to it.
I intend to. You want to be the real estate baron in Dawson? I'll let you. All I care about is the Fairview Hotel. I'm willing to let you buy me out. Give you the pick of any of my properties on Front Street. $6,000. So I can keep the Fairview construction afloat.
Front Street properties are a swamp. I don't need them.
Well, come spring, all the establishments on Front Street are the first thing folks see when they dock in Dawson. I'm your only competition. I'd advise you to buy me out.
I'll tell you what I'd do, right? I'll give you your 6,000, but I want the lot, everything you got.
That's highway robbery. $6,000 for all of them. I'll bring the paperwork to the saloon tonight.
You know, when you're not being such a bitch, you can be really rather fetching.
Has anyone seen Dog? How about you? You seen Dog?
Dog have a name?
What's a dog mean with a name?
He's got a love affair with her.
Gate's closing.
Watik, Dakpaduliat, Akika Hassani, has got to jock, Aka Jekaskek, Yatakaway.
Basa Yaksagani, any?
As Dugi Asidi, Kajak Gaktira Ak, Cha Dusaha Inai Wukat, get they do, Gak to Ash.
Yaka. We wajuan chu telke has you siek. Cha Yesu Yaktukawaga.
Teushkia, Takawaka, Masa Akokaniaka, Kagiati Ian.
What's going on, Val?
Count rented the place for the night.
How about I lift that off you? Ain't no way to conduct business. Are we gonna have a problem? That's a good lass. How about we have a seat over there at the special table?
Count pay you by the day or pay you by the killing?
You ain't gonna buy me out.
I got no need for your type.
$2,000 US.
The deal was for 6.
Yeah, but your properties are rotten. They're not worth that.
You're not buying properties. You're buying peace of mind.
3,000?
6,000.
You know, I was the first one to believe in you. Back when even you didn't believe in you. Now look at you. Eh? Was I wrong?
You don't have it, do you? Your men here know you don't have the money.
What my men know is that my new lumberyard has got better equipment than yours. On any given business day, I pull in $1,000, which means the 6,000 is nothing to me.
Then pay it. Get me a beer while you're at it. Champagne's soft.
Is cash in the bag? Get it.
That cash is a big chunk of your money.
I know. So, get it.
How do I know you're not going to shoot me like you did McDonald?
Well, because McDonald and I, we didn't have the history that we have. I suggest you sign that. Because otherwise I might change my mind and wait you out. Watch you drop dead. You got the typhus, right?
Bring me the cash. Give me a pen.
You're burning up.
Give us a hand here. God damn it, give us a hand!
You're up here by your lonesome.
Where's Dog?
He's run off. Dog knows something. Smells the blizzard coming, maybe.
You ascribe a lot of intellect to that dog.
Well, he's got what's needed in these environs. More than we've got. You gotta know. Linda's taken down with the typhus. She's on a cot in Judges. I know you two have feelings. You're like school kids who show your love by fighting each other.
How bad's it?
Go on down there, I'll shoot you through your head, make you stupider than you already are.
Should be out, man.
You should be out overcharging minors.
I am wicked.
You just want people to think that. Never fooled me.
Sleepy.
You can't sleep now. When I first saw you, I thought to myself, that woman is stronger than iron. You dominate a room just by standing in it. And the room's better for it. Little thing like a fever, you'll just kick it aside.
I'm tired of kicking.
My mama used to do this to me when I was sick.
It must be nice. Having someone you love do that for you. Good. What else did your mama do?
She talked. And told me everything she was doing. I'm changing the sheets. I'm airing out the room. I couldn't see her. Sometimes she sang to me. No, I'm not singing to you. Is there any chance?
She went days with the disease skulking through her body like a wolf. Most people wouldn't even be able to walk.
She'll be all right. She's tougher than rubber. Arm's feeling better.
Won't get better without help.
Doctor help, you mean?
We gotta get you to the mainland. Ferry leaves day after tomorrow. You're gonna be on it.
And what about you? What about the mine?
The season's up, Meek. It's the last ferry of the year.
You ain't answered my question. What about you? You don't go, I don't go.
And don't be stupid. That arm don't heal right. You're a cripple for life.
You don't go, I don't go.
I'll get us both tickets. How about that?
You do that.
Get you out of here. Yeah. I lied to him. I had to. We'd found gold, but I hadn't satisfied the real obsession. The killer of my best friend. Hiding out there somewhere like a dog. In the mud and the rain with his great secret. It was just a matter of time before someone saw his face. And the real endgame would begin. Safe travels.
Bill. Her fever's broke. She might make it.
Let's knot it off.
Looks like you had a little help.
Oh, well. Help at night, hell in the morning. She all right, Belinda?
Maybe yes, maybe no.
That's him.
Who?
That's Dog. I'd recognize his voice anywhere. He's gone back to the wild. He's howling with his brethren. Well, it's good to know you, Bill Haskell.
You're not coming back, are you? You're gonna be on that freight.
I've collected a lot of stories. Don't have much meaning unless people hear them.
Put me in one of them, will ya?
I'll think about it. But right now, I'm burning daylight.
Confused. Where exactly all our customers are?
Well, I suppose we're up the street at Belinda's mill. She's suddenly selling her wood on credit.
That helps her how? And for a woman so desperate for hard cash, selling on credit helps her exactly how?
Well, it helps keep the customers away from here.
Smart little rat. Knew you were strapped. Took all your cash on hand. Why?
Well, so I can't pay you lot.
Sundown and his boys ain't the type you want being hawked to.
Well, there's more than one way to raise capital. Trust me.
Got some color, do you?
Little.
And yet, I get the sense that your mind is a whole world away, thinking.
I'm working out something that don't have a solution.
Well, not much point in thinking about it, then.
Thinking about how to ferret out a murderer. How'd you do that?
Is that why you sent your friend away? Keep him away from whatever nastiness you're planning?
Something like that.
I ain't as innocent as him.
So?
That son of a bitch, he hit my claim last night. Got 2 months' worth of flakes. Now, that's not what you got, but still, it's every penny I had.
You know, you can't be certain it was him.
Well, there's one way to find out. We find him. We make him talk.
If it's the mine he wants, we're gonna sit right back here and let him think he can have it.
Some bitch was in my camp.
And he's headed for mine.
Move, I'll shoot you right where you stand! You're the one that tried to kill me? You come for my gold now?
Didn't kill no one. Just looking to steal something to feed my family with.
Or maybe you're here to finish the job? You kill me like you killed my friend?
Told you. Didn't kill no one. Telling you didn't do nothing.
Superintendent's gonna iron all that out.
Whole difference between stealing and killing. I didn't even steal.
Shut it.
You know, Haskell, what are you doing?
Think I found our man.
No, you haven't. This isn't him.
You know something. You talk now. Who is it?
I'm bound by God to honor the sanctity of the confession. And I can tell you right now, it's not this man.
Told you.
Shut up. Step away. Now.
Talk.
You know, I come down here, give myself a little peace. See if our murderer's friend was smart enough to get on the last boat out of here. Disappear with his sins, leave the rest of us alone. I didn't get that peace. Prison's closing in now. We're all locked in together.
The die had been cast. God had sealed us in with our fate. What we were before we came to this place was no more, and the land had taken over. Drawn from us the animal instincts we'd rather not know. It had already killed hundreds, maybe thousands. But only one of those deaths mattered to me. The ache of a friend lost forever is a pain I'd wish on nobody.
Just trying to get me out of here, weren't you?
Only to save that arm.
Who's gonna save you?
Jesus. Sometimes friendships, even new ones, are the only solace we have. Even if the moment is only fleeting. And the worst storms are yet to come. A murderer walks amongst us. That's not God's plan. It was Goodman, wasn't it?
The good Lord saw fit to put all that gold down there. And now men are just yanking it up. Men like Bill Haskell. I say we go and pay him a little visit.
I want you to work for me.
Tonight, there will be no words, only blood.
I seen that look, killing look. The Yukon got you.
Yukon gets to all of us sooner or later.
They're hanging him for the death of my friend. They got the wrong guy.
Where is it?
Was it worth it?
Count his men. He was going after Bill Haskell.
Well, this is a bit of a predicament.